The vast, icy expanse of the Arctic Ocean seems like an impossible place to find a meal. The landscape is a frozen desert, with temperatures plunging well below freezing and winds that can strip the warmth from any living creature. Yet, life persists in this harsh environment, and some have even mastered it. Among these masters is the polar bear, nature's ultimate Arctic predator. These magnificent creatures have evolved to thrive where few others can. Their sheer size and strength are awe-inspiring, and their presence commands respect in the frozen wilderness. Their survival is intricately linked to the frozen ocean and one remarkable creature, the seal. Seals are the primary food source for polar bears, providing the necessary fat and nutrients to sustain them through the long, harsh winters. The relationship between predator and prey is a delicate balance, one that has been perfected over millennia. Polar bears are experts at hunting seals, relying on the ice as a platform for their ambushes. They have developed a range of hunting techniques, from stalking seals on the ice to waiting patiently by breathing holes. Each method requires patience, skill, and an intimate knowledge of their environment. They wait patiently near breathing holes, using their keen sense of smell to detect when a seal surfaces for air. This sense of smell is so acute that they can detect a seal from nearly a mile away, even under several feet of compacted snow and ice. It's a testament to their incredible adaptation to this environment. These powerful bears are perfectly adapted to the frigid conditions, with a thick layer of blubber for insulation and a dense fur coat that keeps them warm even in sub-zero temperatures. Their fur is not just dense but also water repellent, allowing them to swim in the icy waters without losing body heat. Their large paws act as natural snowshoes, allowing them to navigate the icy terrain with ease. These paws are also equipped with small rough bumps called papillae, which provide traction on the slippery ice, preventing them from slipping as they move across the frozen landscape. With their incredible strength and hunting prowess, polar bears have reigned supreme in this challenging environment for millennia. Their ability to adapt and survive in one of the most extreme climates on Earth is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of nature's Arctic hunter. Polar bears are true masters of their icy domain. These magnificent creatures have adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth, thriving where few others can survive. Their presence is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life in the Arctic. Their Latin name, Ursus maritimus, literally means maritime bear, a testament to their dependence on the sea. Polar bears are excellent swimmers, capable of covering vast distances in search of food and ice. They can swim for days at a time, navigating the frigid waters with ease. Their bodies are perfectly sculpted for a life on ice and in water. With large, powerful limbs and partially webbed front paws, they are built for swimming and walking on ice. Their sharp claws provide traction on slippery surfaces, allowing them to traverse the treacherous terrain of their frozen habitat. The thick layer of blubber, which can be up to 4 inches thick, provides vital insulation against the Arctic chill. This blubber not only keeps them warm but also serves as an energy reserve. During the long, harsh winters when food is scarce, this stored fat can mean the difference between life and death. This blubber also serves as an energy reserve during lean times when prey is scarce. Polar bears primarily hunt seals, waiting patiently by breathing holes in the ice to catch their prey. Their hunting skills are honed by years of experience and are crucial for their survival in this unforgiving environment. Covering their blubber is a dense, double-layered coat of fur. This fur is specially adapted to provide maximum insulation. The outer layer consists of long, oily guard hairs that repel water, keeping the bear dry even after a swim. This is essential for maintaining their body heat in the freezing temperatures. The outer layer consists of long, oily guard hairs that repel water, keeping the bear dry even after a swim. Beneath this is a layer of short, woolly underfur that traps heat close to the body. This combination of fur layers ensures that polar bears remain warm and dry, even in the most extreme conditions. The underfur is short and woolly, providing extra insulation. This dense undercoat is crucial for maintaining their body temperature, especially during the long Arctic nights. When the temperatures drop, polar bears can curl up and rely on their thick fur to keep them warm. This combination of blubber and fur allows polar bears to maintain a comfortable body temperature, even when air temperatures plummet to unimaginable lows. Their ability to endure such extreme cold is a marvel of nature, showcasing the incredible adaptations that have allowed them to become the true masters of ice and snow. The Arctic, however, is no longer the unchanging frozen world it once was. Once a vast expanse of ice and snow, it is now undergoing a dramatic transformation. The pristine white landscape is giving way to open water and fragmented ice flows. This shift is not just a seasonal change but a profound alteration driven by the relentless forces of climate change. Climate change is rapidly warming the Arctic, causing sea ice to melt at an alarming rate. The ice that once covered the Arctic Ocean is retreating, shrinking in both extent and thickness. Satellite images reveal a stark reduction in ice cover, a visual testament to the warming temperatures. This melting ice is not just a local issue, it has global implications, affecting weather patterns and sea levels worldwide. This loss of sea ice directly impacts polar bears, as it reduces the platform they depend on for hunting seals. Polar bears rely on sea ice as a critical habitat for hunting, breeding, and in some cases, denning. Without stable ice, their ability to catch seals, their primary food source, is severely compromised. The bears are often seen on small, isolated ice floes, struggling to find enough food to sustain themselves. As the ice retreats earlier in the spring and forms later in the autumn, polar bears have less time to hunt and build up the fat reserves they need to survive the long, harsh winters. The changing ice patterns mean that the bears have a shorter window to hunt seals, leading to malnutrition and decreased survival rates, especially for cubs and younger bears who are more vulnerable. This disruption to their hunting patterns has serious consequences. Polar bears are increasingly found in poor health, with many looking thin and emaciated. The lack of sufficient food not only affects their physical condition, but also their reproductive success. Fewer cubs are being born, and those that are born face a tough struggle for survival in an environment that is becoming increasingly hostile. Polar bears are increasingly forced to come ashore for longer periods where food is scarce. On land, they face a different set of challenges, including competition for food with other predators, and the risk of coming into contact with human settlements. This can lead to dangerous encounters and further stress for the already struggling bears. They are also being forced to travel greater distances in search of food, expending precious energy reserves. Long swims and treks over vast barren landscapes are becoming more common, putting additional strain on their already depleted energy levels. These long journeys are perilous, with many bears not making it to their destination. The changing Arctic landscape is presenting these magnificent creatures with unprecedented challenges. The once stable and predictable environment is now a place of uncertainty and danger. As the ice continues to melt and the climate warms, the future of the polar bear hangs in the balance, a poignant symbol of the broader impacts of climate change on our planet. With their primary hunting grounds diminishing, polar bears are facing a growing food shortage. They are being forced to roam farther and wider in search of sustenance, often venturing into human settlements in a desperate attempt to find food. This brings them into conflict with humans, creating potentially dangerous situations for both parties. The shrinking ice also means that polar bears have to swim longer distances, putting additional strain on their bodies. While they are powerful swimmers, they are not equipped for prolonged periods in the water. Swimming long distances consumes a significant amount of energy, making it even harder for them to find enough food to replenish their reserves. Section 5. Summertime Blues. Summer in the Arctic brings its own set of challenges for polar bears. As the sea ice melts, seals, their primary prey, become less accessible. Polar bears are forced to seek alternative food sources on land, but these options are often limited and less nutritious. They may scavenge for carrion, graze on vegetation, or raid bird nests for eggs. While these food sources can provide some sustenance, they are not a sustainable substitute for the high-fat diet provided by seals. Consequently, polar bears tend to lose weight during the summer months, further depleting their energy reserves. Section 6. Adapting to survive. Despite the immense challenges they face, polar bears are remarkably resilient creatures. They possess an incredible ability to adapt to changing conditions, as evidenced by their long evolutionary history in the harsh Arctic environment. However, the speed and magnitude of current climate change are unprecedented, testing the limits of their adaptability. Scientists have observed polar bears exhibiting behavioral changes in response to the changing Arctic. They are traveling greater distances, swimming for longer periods, and spending more time on land. They are also exploring new hunting strategies and food sources. These adaptations demonstrate their remarkable resilience, but their long-term survival hinges on our collective action to mitigate climate change. Section 7. Conservation is key. The plight of the polar bear serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things and the far-reaching consequences of climate change. Protecting polar bears is not just about saving a single species, it is about safeguarding the delicate balance of the entire Arctic ecosystem. International cooperation is crucial to address this global challenge. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and promoting sustainable practices are essential steps to mitigate climate change and preserve the Arctic habitat for polar bears and countless other species that depend on it. Section 8. Our role in their future. The future of polar bears rests in our hands. As the dominant species on Earth, we have a moral responsibility to address the challenges facing these magnificent creatures. We must acknowledge our role in climate change and take decisive action to mitigate its impact. Educating ourselves and future generations about climate change and its consequences is paramount. Supporting organizations involved in polar bear conservation, advocating for policies that promote sustainability, and making conscious choices in our daily lives to reduce our environmental footprint are all important steps we can take. Section 9. A call to action. The time for complacency is over. The Arctic is sending us a clear message. Climate change is real, and its consequences are dire. The fate of the polar bear, a symbol of the Arctic's fragile beauty and a powerful indicator of environmental health, hangs in the balance. Let us heed the call to action. Let us work together to create a sustainable future for polar bears, for the Arctic, and for all life on Earth. The time to act is now, before it is too late.